Dr. Laura Schlesinger last week showed us that she was not necessarily a person who was interested in respectful discourse. But this week, she also showed that there's a disingenuity within what she's doing that, to me, borders on stupidity. And I'm going to tell you why momentarily. Can we please get the clip number 19 of Dr. Laura talking about her contract?
I'm here to say that my contract is up for my radio show at the end of the year, and I've made the decision not to do radio anymore. The reason is I want to regain my First Amendment rights. I want to be able to say what's on my mind and in my heart and what I think is helpful and useful without somebody getting angry, some special interest group deciding this is a time to silence a voice of dissent and attack affiliates and attack sponsors. I'm sort of done with that. I'm not retiring. I'm not quitting. I feel energized, actually, stronger and freer to say the things that I believe need to be said.
What she just said is stupid, and I'll tell you why. This woman just said that she's quitting her job because her First Amendment rights are being impinged upon, right? That she wants to be able to exercise her First Amendment rights to say what she wants to say. Listen, I'm going to read you once again the First Amendment, and then I'm going to explain why what she said is dumb. I can't figure out a better way to put it. It's dumb. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That is the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Here's my issue with education in our country and people not knowing what they're talking about. Dr. Laura just said that her First Amendment rights are being violated because people had a concern about what she said on the radio. The First Amendment has nothing to do with private industry. There is no law or statute or anything in this country that says you can say anything on the air and it's okay. And furthermore, if you actually read the First Amendment and comprehended it, you would realize that not only does it only apply to government preventing your freedom of speech, not your company or your advertisers or your listeners saying they don't like what you said, but that because the government cannot prevent people from stating that they don't like what you said, their First Amendment rights are fundamentally ensconced in their ability to say they don't like what you said. That's what the First Amendment says. And it gets to the point where it's almost like you can't take it anymore. What are people talking about? Somebody gets on the air and says something dumb. You said the N-word 11 times in 5 minutes. That was stupid. It was extra stupid. You shouldn't have done it. I don't know what you were thinking, but that's what you did. Now all of a sudden, you want to leave your job. You're not quitting. It's not because of pressure. You just want to be able to exercise your freedom of speech. That's stupid. What you did was dumb. You didn't want to admit it. You gave a weak apology. Then a week later, you're not even sorry about it. You're just saying people are infringing upon your ability to say what you want to. They are somehow taking away your First Amendment rights. No one has touched your First Amendment rights. The First Amendment does not mean you could say anything on the air. Dr. Laura, as a professional broadcaster, knows that there are 7 deadly words. 7 deadly words that you can't say on the air. Dr. Schlesinger says that black guys say the N-word on HBO. But on HBO, George Carlin has said those 7 words. Dr. Laura, get on your radio show and say the 7 words. Say them, I dare you. Talk to us about your First Amendment rights and say those 7 words. Because you know, like I know, that there is no law that states that a private enterprise must allow you to say anything you want when you get on the radio.